Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this sunset cut crease eye look. So if you have hooded eyes and you have struggles with cut creases, this is the video for you because I also have hooded eyes and I struggled for the longest time. I will put a couple clips of some past cut creases that I've done. I'll do that for you because it was not pretty for a while. It took me a long time to learn where I'm at today, and also I still have a lot to learn. So if you really like this look and you want to learn how to do it, then please keep watching. So the first thing that we're going to do is prime our eyes. I am using the Anastasia eye primer. I'm only going to prime the portion where I'm going to be doing this blend here, because when I go back to cut the crease, I don't want it to be cakey. If I put primer on my lid right now and then go back in with more primer later to cut the crease, then it's just going to look really cakey and messy. So I'm just going to prime up here for now. So the first color that we are going to start out with is the black shade from the James Charles Morphe palette. And I'm going to use an Anastasia A14 brush. Sorry, my hands are all dirty because I clean my brushes on my hands, but it's a little pencil brush that looks like this. And we're gonna just gently start packing that in the crease. You want to use packing motions because as soon as you start to use dragging motions, you lose some of the pigment. So if you see here, if I drag it, I don't have as much pigmentation. So it works best to just gently tap on the shadow. And then you can drag it out at the end to blend it a little bit. But packing motions are going to work the best as far as pigmentation goes. Don't worry about getting this part up here too clean because we're going to go in and blend it with the next color. Next, we're going to go in with the dark purple shade from the James Charles palette. And we're kind of going to just pack this right over top of the black. We just want to give the black a little bit of a purple tint. So we're just going over it with a deep purple. Clean the brush on my hand so it looks like this. If your hand doesn't look like this, you're not doing it right. And I'm going to go in with the shade, the hot pink shade in the James Charles palette. But I do put it right at the tip of the brush so I don't get too much shadow all over the place. You're just going to blend this slightly over the purple and a little bit above it. I would say like 50-50, half of it on the purple, half of it above the purple. We're going to be blending the shadows all the way up to our brow bone for this look. I really like that look. If you have bigger eyes and you have more space, then go ahead and start your blend a little bit lower so you don't have to do that. But for hooded eyes, I like how it looks going all the way to the brow bone. So I want to bring the pink up a little bit extra because the next color we're using is yellow. And I want the yellow and pink together to also make orange in the center. So once I blend the yellow on top of this, it's going to be yellow here and then orange right in here. And it's okay if you can't get much of the yellow in this part of your eye. It's not really a big deal. If the pink blends up into the eyebrow up here, that's okay. Just blend the yellow on kind of the tail of the brow here. If you feel like you need to go back in with more purple, you can do that too. If the purple kind of gets lost in your blending of the pink, but just use really light pressure. All right, next is the yellow. We're gonna put this right on the brow bone and blend it in with the pink. The yellow is almost going to act like the highlight under your brow bone as well, since it's a lighter shade. So now you can see that you're getting some of that orange as the pink and the yellow are mixing. I am going to take a little bit of the orange shade from this palette though, and just intensify that a little bit. The main thing I learned with blending is it's all about the brushes that you use. I used to blend all the time with like a big fluffy brush because I thought that's what you're supposed to do, but that doesn't get you the pigmentation and the precision that you want. So something like a pencil brush like this works really well for that. But there we have a pretty pigmented and precise blend. So now it is time to cut the crease. I'm going it back with more Anastasia eye primer. And then the brush I'm going to be using is from Urban Decay, and it's a super flat brush. It looks like this. And then if you see how flat it is, that's so you can get a really precise line. I'm going to link in the description box the video to Kiki Adams' YouTube channel, where she does a video on customizing your cut crease brush to make it really sharp. That was the most helpful video I think I've watched in terms of getting my brush right. So I'm going to put it on my lid here. I'm going to look up. So that's where my eye shape, that's how far I should bring it up, but I always bring it up a little bit further than that. But it is a good place to start. If you have smaller eyes, this might work for you a little bit better. But just get to know your eye shape and get to know how far up you should bring the crease. I suggest having quite a bit of product on your brush and just patting instead of trying to drag. When you drag, you get those little marks. So if you get a lot of product on your brush and then press it, you get that precise line. So if I look at this eye and this eye, I brought the crease up way higher. So now I'm going to work on building this one up. I'm going to start slowly bringing it up. I don't want to go too much at one time. I don't want to go too high and then I'm kind of screwed. This is kind of how cut creases go. I know this seems really excessive, but it just takes time to get the right shape. Okay, so now we're going to bring the cut crease up and kind of wing it out. This part is always scary for me, I don't know why, but it's good to start from up here. Just bring it down and then meet these two together. So I think that's looking pretty good. I'm just going to clean up the edges a little bit. Now I'm going to take this big concealer brush. I'm just going to pat out and blend the primer so it's not so cakey. So now, in my opinion, is the hardest part, and that is blending the shadows on the lid. I don't know why this part is so difficult for me, but it is. I'm going to start with the Morphe M224. This is from the James Charles brush collection. And I'm going to start packing yellow right in the corner here. To get really close to that cut crease line, I use the Anastasia A27 brush. It's a very flat shader brush. And I just get very close to the line and press the shadow in. Next, I'm going to go in with the pink, put it right in the center here. And then blend the yellow and pink together. I'm going to grab a little bit of orange, put in the center here to make sure we have a seamless blend between the pink and the yellow. Purple is the hardest to work with, so you really have to work with packing motions on this shadow. You don't have to be quite as careful on this part because what we're going to do next is a black wing here, and it's gonna all just kind of blend in. So you don't have to be as careful on this portion. We will go back in for our purple in a moment, but we're going to take a flat brush. We're going to take the black shadow and create a wing. If you don't get it perfect, that's okay, because we're going to clean it up with concealer at the end. Then I'm going to take the pencil brush again from Anastasia, the A14. And go in with that black and start shading it in and blending it. I'm going to take a little bit fluffier of a blending brush, and this is the JH40. It's same as the M506. And again, this purple is hard to blend, so you may have to do a little bit of extra work. So going in with a fluffier brush and a little bit more pink will help me to blend the two together. Then if you need to, use the same fluffy brush and go through and blend out any other shades that you need to on your lid. Blend in a little bit more orange between the pink. And a little bit more yellow into the orange. You can still use packing motions with this fluffier brush to get more pigment. Okay, so now we're going to clean up this line here with concealer. We're going to use the same brush that we cut our crease with. And you can take a beauty blender to kind of blend out that concealer. Just want to make sure the edges are completely blended out and that there's no concealer showing. Next, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Dark Side Waterproof Liner. I'm going to line my waterline here. I'm going to go in with that dark purple and the pencil brush. Start to blend and smudge out the black liner. Okay, so now it is time for mascara and lashes. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll be back to finish off the rest of my face and give you guys the final look. I'm going to use the Lunar Beauty Mercury highlight. This has a gold shift, like a yellow gold shift to it, and it's so beautiful. Look at how pretty that is. Like what? Make sure to highlight that awesome breakout I have on my cheek. She's super fun. She's been around for a couple days. I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. I'm adding a lot of highlight just because I want to. This look is really extra, so I feel like I have to be extra with the highlight too. Oh look, I have another friend right there. Unwelcome friends. And then I'm going to use this shade to highlight my inner corner as well. I always use the Morphe M431 brush. It's actually a pencil brush, a pointed pencil brush. but I've just always used it to highlight my inner corner, which is honestly kind of pointless sometimes because I have such a deep set inner corner and lashes always shadow it, but I just feel like it's a rule that you have to, so I do it. And we're not going to highlight the brow bone because we did that with yellow eyeshadow. So next I'm going in with the MAC Whirl Lip Liner. And then I'm going to do the Bite Beauty Flat White Gloss in the center. My camera is having a hard time focusing. Hello. There we go. All right, you guys. So this is the finished look, the sunset cut crease. I'm gonna try and get really close to the camera so you can get a good look. This is how I pose for pictures. Kind of angle, look down a little bit. If you have any questions about cut creases, like if there's any issues that you're personally having with cut creases, please comment down below and let me know, and I will try my best to answer some questions. So again, finished look. I hope you love it, this sunset cut crease. And I'm going to be posting pictures on Instagram, so be sure to check them out. And again, if you have any questions on cut creases, challenges that you're having, please comment down below and I will answer some of your questions. Thank you so much for watching my third YouTube video. At some point, I won't keep track of the numbers, but this is number 3. And please like, subscribe, comment, share, do everything that you possibly can to help my YouTube channel grow. I would appreciate it so much. Thanks, guys.